Welcome to 4x4 Ventures, episode 2. I know it's been a while and we've been teasing you with some snippets that we shot 2 weeks ago. This episode, we plan on doing a review on one of the terror trails of South Africa. Now, there's only 3 in South Africa, and Moegatle being number 1. So we thought, let's do a review, why not? There's a serious obstacle. It's called Koos Klim, and to be quite frank, it's one of the scariest obstacles I've ever seen and ever done. Now, 4x4 Ventures is not about doing obstacles and most extreme and everything, but we thought there's got to be a little bit of adventure in it. So why not pack up the camera crew and head on out and see what we can get. Take a look at this. Yeah, I know, it is freaking huge. With a 48-degree incline, an 80-meter slope, it is something to witness, let alone do. And I did it 2 weeks ago, and I tell you, I was shaking and quivering in my boots as a first time and still very newbie to 4x4 and taking the vehicle out and doing such extreme things. I was very unsure, but that being said, I think this is the only footage of the 2.2 Ford Ranger 2016 model XL facelift that you will see of it going up this insane slope. We're heading on our way out there now. It's a 15-kilometer stretch of dirt road. We're going to be joined up by Alex. He's the owner of Moegatle 4x4 and Lodge. Now, just a little bit about Alex, and we'll have an interview with him a little bit later. He's a seasoned pro and he's done this obstacle many times before. So the first thing I want to say to all you out there watching this, if you are going to do something that's as crazy and as insane and as scary as this and as risky as this, then go with a seasoned veteran, somebody who knows the obstacles, somebody who knows the right lines to take, what vehicle to drive in, what the capabilities are of those vehicles, what you need to access, i.e. 4-low, diff lock, and traction control off, and all of that sort of stuff. Because if you're doing something like this and you come short, well, it's tickets, it's game over. Anyways, a little less of me talking. Let's get there and we'll have a chat, and I'll show you what this Koos Klim looks like and what it's all about. Right, so we've just arrived at Koos Klim. It's been quite a long drive on the dirt road to get here. Behind me is the obstacle of note. As a 4x4 venturer, this is something else. It's a 48-degree incline, an 80-meter slope. Basically, we're going to put the vehicle in 4-low, put on rear diff lock, and keep the momentum going. There's a little obstacle just behind me, about 15 meters up, and the front left wheel leaves the granite koppie. So I need to get that left wheel back onto the granite koppie so I can have all 4 tires working to pull me up. Now, if you've got a front diff lock vehicle, then great, because you should just be able to crawl up. But with the 2.2 XL, I need that momentum, so speed is key on this. I'm a little bit nervous, shaking as all hell, but I've done it before, I'll do it again. So let's jump in the vehicle and let's see if she can do it. Now that Koos Klim is done, and I'm finished quivering in my boots, I just wanted everyone to know that when going off-road, it is advised that you deflate your tires. I deflate my tires to about 1.4 bar to suit the rocky terrain, which allows for greater traction when wheel meets the ground. We're on our way back to the lodge where Alex has a small 4x4 track he wants us to do. I'm sure he wants to see just how capable the 2.2 Ranger really is. I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't driven in muddy conditions before and it has been raining. Fingers crossed the 2.2 holds up. 4x4 Ventures, we like to keep things exciting and entertaining. As you can see, we've just done a serious axle twister. The vehicle got bogged down only from a shift in weight, and with the ground being so damp, moist, and it being a clay surface, it's inevitable that the weight is going to shift, and you have no control of it. No matter what line you choose, you will end up in trouble. So there's only two things I can advise. A, decide on whether you're going to do an obstacle or not, and B, make sure you have somebody to be able to get you out of the shit when you're in the shit. So, and also definitely make sure you are driving these sorts of obstacles and things with an experienced driver, somebody who can keep the whole mood calm and just know where it needs to be, because if you get stuck in a situation like this and you're by yourself, I can guarantee you now you're sleeping here for a while. So with Alex helping me there, he's now got one up on the Ford Ranger. As he puts it, the Land Rover Discovery pulls out the Ranger and he's got one up on us, eh? So anyways, that's a wrap. We're gonna have some more fun. So we're sitting in this idyllic, beautiful place, Moegatle 4x4. I'm joined with Alex Fullard, owner and 4x4 enthusiast, who basically runs Moegatle with his wife Betsie. Welcome. How's things going?
Thank you. No, fine. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, geez, absolutely fantastic. So we've just done the 2 hour just driving around. It's 120 hectares of land, right?
Yeah, only this part, but the trail is on about 3,000 hectares.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's extensive. It just carries on going around.
Yeah.
And what's the little village just around the corner?
Called Waterval.
Yeah.
It's their land we're using, and we pay them amount for each vehicle that's going on there.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So everyone benefits.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful place. I want to cut to the chase. Alex, tell me about Koos Klim. We'll come back to Moegatle and your lodge, but tell me about Koos Klim. How did it start? Who drove it first? Why? And I mean, there must be information about it.
Yeah. It was 2001. I thought of making a 4x4 trail.
Yeah.
And I met a few people and spoke to them and said, okay, you must do this and this, and then you call us and we will come and tell you if it's right or wrong or what you must do.
Yeah.
So I get Koos. He was one of the challenge guys, and he was happy with the trail. But we need a place to have lunch.
Right.
And I know that rock. At the back of the rock is very nice. I built toilets there and everything.
Okay.
We stopped there.
Yeah.
And he walked around the rock and he looked up there. He said, I'm looking for a few years now for a challenge. Take that tree and that one out. In 2 weeks' time, I'll drive it with my cruiser. So he came and he went up
Jeez, like, man.
without lockers, nothing.
That's fantastic, eh? Yeah, so we did the obstacle this morning. I obviously sat with Alex, and I tell you, it's one thing seeing it on the camera, but I tell you, it's totally different when you're in the vehicle and it's just a sheer cliff.
Yeah.
And it goes up 48 degrees, it extends over 80 meters, and then you've got to come back all the way down, and it's just, I tell you, is that one of the reasons that makes Moegatle recognized as a terror trail? What makes a terror trail, and why is Moegatle seen as a terror trail?
Yeah, there's two obstacles. It's Koos Klip and on the other side was Pad, but we're not doing it anymore.
Is it?
It's too dangerous, yeah.
And what vehicles are preferred to go on these obstacles? I mean, can anyone go and do it? And if so, I mean, what would you advise people?
First of all, you need ground clearance to get up.
Yeah.
The path.
I know, I
Approach
battled
angle.
on the back, You both the approach and departure angle you need to have there.
And then you need a good traction control at the low range.
Yeah.
Or one diff lock or two diff locks. If you've got one diff lock, you need a little bit momentum. When the
Going
wheel
up.
goes up, it comes down to pull you.
Yeah.
Two lockers, you can crawl.
Yeah.
You can just hold the steering, the vehicle does it by itself.
Yeah, no, trust me, I know about that. I did that today with the speed thing, and I tell you, it feels so unnatural, and you feel uneasy because you have no idea if the vehicle's actually going to get over. And when it does, it's such a relief, eh? So now, how long have you been living in Moegatle? I mean, what is Moegatle? Is Moegatle a greater area? I mean, how big is Moegatle?
Well, it's two pieces of land. In 92 I bought the first one, it was about 30 something hectares. And in 89 I bought the other piece.
Yeah.
And altogether it's 120 hectares.
Well, that's fantastic, eh?
And I started the 4x4 there by the community.
Yeah.
And that was a time when they closed the beaches for the vehicles as well. So I thought maybe I've got a chance to do something.
Yeah.
And why I did it is I decided to chase life, not money anymore.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yes, I'll tell you what, you've got an awesome piece of land here. I mean, geez, it's all beautiful and green. We've just done a 2-hour little, you've got a little 4x4 track here, which is actually quite hectic in itself. I mean, that's, I would grade it from a 4 to a 5. And I have no real experience when it comes to grading these sorts of things, but I mean, it is a technical track. I mean, we got stuck. Why did you create that track? Just for...
It happens after we finish on a weekend and then, or the Saturday, the Sunday, the guy still wants to play and the wife's complaining, they go out again, and I thought, okay, we just play here.
Yeah.
That's how it started. Every time it's something new, make it a little bit bigger.
Jeez,
and now
beautiful.
we use it for night trails as well.
Nice, eh? So you also offer night trails?
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic, eh? And tell me, what other, I mean, for all the viewers out there, I mean, if you guys are interested in coming out to Moegatle, which I highly recommend, I mean, from novice to senior, if you think you've got the balls, to challenge Moegatle in itself and Koos Klim, then I would recommend you come out here and give it a go. What else can people do if they're out here doing this sort of thing? I mean, is it just about Koos Klim, or is there a greater trail? I know I did some about 2 weeks ago, and it was extensive. I mean, it's a big track. You've got riverbed, you've got it all, really. I mean, if you're an adventure person and you're excited to go out there and explore, test your vehicle, test what you're about and your driving capabilities, then this would be the place to do it, eh?
Yeah.
And what else is there? I mean, is there anything else that the lodge offers? I mean, you've got a nice pub there, you've got a nice swimming area, you've got chalets, you've got the tents. It's fantastic. I mean, where else would you rather go than come to Moegatle and give it a go?
Yeah, and sometimes people bring their quads and bikes with.
Oh, right.
They go on their own.
Yeah, so a full adventure. I mean, you cater to everyone.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, eh? Right, well, I've had a great day. Tomorrow we work on episode 3. Alex, thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for you
Thanks
as well.
very much for taking us out and about and showing us the trail. To all of you guys, look, listen, you know, keep appreciating, keep those thumbs ups and even just general criticisms. But if you want to come to Moegatle, I'm going to put everything down below, and you can get a hold of both Alex and Betsie, and they'll be more than willing to take you out and show you the ropes if you're a novice. And if you're an advanced driver, there's just so much advice they can give you on where to go and where you can test your driving abilities. So from us at 4x4 Ventures, it's been great, an absolutely fantastic day. Again, thanks to Betsie and Alex. You guys have been absolute legends. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.